YouTube? I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today I am very excited to be checking out the 5th most popular project in all of games, and I imagine the 5th most popular product on all of Kickstarter, perhaps? No, the 6th. There's a razor in there. That is Skytear Horde. Fight back waves of monsters and destroy the outsider in this castle... by Skytear Games. Has 1,950 backers and 15 stretch goals unlocked. I love the fact they're telling me that there's going to be stretch goals. I get excited about that. I would like to know a player count, a time length, an age, all that sort of useful information right here would be great. Some price. I mean, I know you want to showcase the artwork, but I feel like there's some more information that could be potentially conveyed, because right now, what do I know about your game? I know it has, it's a castle, it has castles and monsters, and you destroy stuff, and it's like, wow, that sounds like a lot of other games I've played. You could give me something. Oh, a castle defense card battler. Now that, I think that is a big misstep right there. I would make sure, I would tweak around with this first sentence to make sure that the words castle defense are in there, because I know tower defense, but the idea of castle defense, well, that sounds cool. I like that, and now I immediately have a better idea of what this game is just by that one extra word there, because now I know, oh, there's going to be trolls and bears trying to attack my castle. That sounds cool, I think. Anywho, as always, when you go to the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go!
My lord, the Horde are coming! Living dead are rising from the west! Long-forgotten beasts are away! My lord, they've breached the walls! They are everywhere! Call the Alliance! From the creators of Skytear, the critically acclaimed tabletop MOBA, comes Skytear Horde.
Okay, so first thing I like here, I have not heard of Skytear, but what they did right there is they just pretty much slammed the can you do it. We've done this before. This is our next game. That immediately makes me feel more comfortable in the can you do it. I felt like they did a great job of spotlighting that. Also, they went hardcore theme, but it was only 10 seconds, so whatevs. I'm still looking forward to seeing some game components on it.
The critically acclaimed tabletop MOBA comes Skytear.
And they showed a picture at, I believe that was Essen and Gen Con potentially, or Origins, one of those conventions. Good stuff. Show and trade show stuff that just makes me feel more comfortable with your pedigree and the fact that you can do it. Because that means not only have you done it before, but you've done it so well that you can now go do those sorts of things. Because going to conventions and showing off your game is not cheap, especially if you're getting a booth.
A solo and cooperative tower defense card game.
I should take that back, unless you go to the Unpubbed booth, who are fantastic. Huge shout out to them. They do a fantastic job.
You're only...
Sorry, what was that?
Skytear Horde, a solo and cooperative tower defense card game.
Slow down. So 1 to 3 players, 30 minutes per game, and 1 minute setup. Yeah. This is what I would love to see. And honestly, I think that's a really solid looking box right there. I think that looks like a... I love that box. I love that box way more than the artwork you showed me on the front. Like this, and plus castle defense, card battler. That sounds exciting. 30 minutes per game. 1 minute setup, 1 to 3 players. Yeah, this is very useful information that I think should be put on the marquee. Because this is 30 minutes per game. Like it. Okay.
Tower defense card game. Your only chance to stop the Horde is to take down the dread...
And so there's a lot of text on these cards as well that gets me excited. The bottom looks like it's, no, that looks really good.
Outsider.
And you're showcasing the artwork as well. You're showcasing some solid graphic design.
Do so before endless waves of monsters overwhelm and destroy your castle. To prepare for battle, choose one of the legendary Skytear heroes.
This video is absolutely fantastic. They are perfectly, in my opinion, ingraining the theme along with components, along with giving me the gameplay idea. This is really well done.
Their unique castle and playstyle.
Watch out! The Horde is approaching the gates. It is time to deploy your allies in the lanes of the castle and outsmart the overwhelming Horde.
Whew.
An ancient...
So we didn't have to go into like a 30-second dialogue about how this is the healer and she can do this thing. It was just the way they showcased that was so well done.
Unnamed beast is trampling all your allies, running straight to your gate. Your rituals have just conjured a curse on the outsider. Its dreadful power cracks. You are one step closer to victory. The war mammoth is heroically giving its life. charging the ranks of the enemy minions.
Ah, the minions. Never underestimate them. They will grow from an insignificant noise to an unstoppable force.
And already, I know the one, like, they're doing such a good job explaining this game. 1 to 3 players, I know one's on one side, because that's your castle. One's on the other side, that's your castle. Then I'm going to guess the third player could be the minion or something like that. This is so good.
Force, and leave you without any resources to fight the Horde.
There you go.
And trust me, you will need everything you have to stand a chance
so much armor.
against the
Looks so
Skytear
good.
Horde.
Woohoo! Oh my gosh, I am so glad December is over and the well-made Kickstarters are back. Wow, that was a delightful video. That was fantastic. Do I want it? Yeah, like I actually, not like, yeah, I want to play this. I would love to play this. This looks like a lot of fun. I love the artwork. The gameplay seemed thematic, so it would be kind of easy to teach. Like, the things seemed to make sense when they were talking about, like, just, oh, so good. Okay, so, do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? 3, and you hammered that home right from the beginning. 3 created. So they do have Jalop. I got a track record with Jalop. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. I was just bad-mouthing Jalop in the last video. Because the way they organize Kickstarters is generally not the best. A card-driven game, at least in my opinion. Card-driven game inspired by MOBA video games featuring 32. So this came out, people got it, but we will check it. So they canceled the first time. Then they came back the second time. All right, let's take a look-see. Make sure this isn't a flaming dumpster fire in the comments section. Hello, I'd like to know if you plan to sell sleeves with Skytear logo. We'll cover it, be carrying the new artist book as well. Is there a way to order the Kickstarter premium card game also in German? So this is what I want to see. This is people who, there's not like, oh, I didn't get my game, or oh my goodness, this is, you know, it was not complaining. It's people like wanting to know more. That, okay. So they were not happy with how much they were getting funded for. They relaunched. It looked like it worked out well. So they have one project in the books. Can you do it? Yes, I feel comfortable. Check mark. Big check mark. Do I want it? Big check mark. Can you do it? Because once again, they hammer that home in the first, what is it, 20 seconds of the video. Just top notch. And then how much is it? Hopefully, we don't beat around the bush and we get to the price for this box, which looks like a Ticket to Ride size box, except a little bit thinner, perhaps. Not quite sure. The Castle Defense Card Battler. 1 to 2 players. That's, wait, oh, so ages 13 plus, 14 plus, and then 2 to 3 players. Oh, so solo and, whoa. Okay, so I do think I've seen my first misstep right here. A little bit, which is, that is super useful information to mention that it's cooperative. So, fight back, waves, so I think you just mentioned 1 to 3 player cooperative or competitive castle defense card battler, and you could really convey that in so many ways. You could just add some big text, you know, potentially onto here. But granted, you know, your monsters take up a huge space of that. But once again, 1,950 backers, I don't feel like most people care. Like, if you have 15 stretch goals unlocked, I assume you have a lot of backers. I think a better use of space right here to say cooperative and competitive play, you know, some sort of information I think could be conveyed up here. And I actually really do like the use of the red bar. It just catches my eye. Okay, let's see. Love of the video, explains everything. How have I never heard of this? Likewise. Okay, love that. Big, big, big. Win that. It could be solo and cooperative. Yeah, right there. Sean just said it. Like, that moves the needle for a lot of people. Like, I am immensely more interested in this game knowing it's cooperative because I can play it with my son. You know, and it's not like where I'm going to be kicking his butt and he's going to get upset because he is at that age. So, you know, awesome stuff. 14 plus, so I imagine this is going to be on the heavier side, but still, whatever. Solo and cooperative to 2 players. Ooh, what is this? Oh, my good golly. That is, oh, the magnetic and the cases and the that is so pretty. This reminds me of another card game I did last year that was really, really good. 100% agreed. I think that is a bigger selling point over the other stuff. Yeah, because honestly, I feel like it's a little bit redundant. The 1,950 backers and the stretch goals, they both pretty much are saying the same thing. You're very successful right now. 15 stretch goals unlocked. Next stretch goal. So they're not gonna give you all the stretch goals. They're just gonna give you the next one. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. I personally would just love to be hit with all of them right now, then go into the pledge level. But would you rather? Because I see a lot of people do this. So just say, hey, here's the most recent stretch goal. I guess that would be more convenient for backers who are returning to the project. Let me know what you think about it. Spin Beast, new Oxland Horde monster to fight, an ancient beast that damages all. So it's another card. Sweet. Awesome. That's what I want. It feels like a solo Hearthstone-like gameplay. Oh, Alex, you know how to tickle that algorithm. Hearthstone, that gets the needle moving for a lot of people. Although it has grown, me included, although it has grown past that, a real tactical puzzle. Like it. How to play, rule booklet, and digital demo are linked further below. Excellent. Just right there. I now know that if I want that, I just keep scrolling down. Beautiful. Just mentioning these things. Defend your castle at any cost, so you lose the battle. Choose a castle and hero. So now we're getting more into the gameplay, but I thought your video kind of told me that. I just want a price. Can I get price me one time? I do think Skytear Horde does a lot of really unique stuff, mostly because the lane and minion system. Okay, unique. Okay, so this, I'm going to guess, is the generic pledge. And then this is the big whale pledge with the premium custom box, potentially. Or is this an expansion? I don't know. Hopefully they'll tell us right now. Hundreds of unique cards. Organized in 8 pre-made decks will provide you with plenty of replayability, flavor, and playstyles. Aggro, control... Oh, wow. So you're going to have different asymmetrical decks that are going to play different for each castle? This, once again, that was not the vibe I was getting from this game. Maybe it was just me. I thought it was more like, wow. That gets me even more excited. That's cool. 100 custom difficulty. 6 different sets of gates enable multiple difficulties to give you the challenge you prefer. Love that. I wonder if I think that means you can also do handicap as well, that would address the issue that I had with my son. So hey, next time you want to play, buddy, maybe you start off with the XYZ. True solo. Skytear Horde was designed as a solo game first and foremost, meaning there's no need to play two-handed to enjoy it solo. Love that. Once again, you're stroking those solo gamers because there's a huge group of them. And if you don't think so, go look at Final Girl, which has probably crossed $1 million already. Like, if you know how to sell your solo game, there is a huge market. So mentioning that this is true solo and not one of those ones where you have to just play two-handed, that's a big deal to a lot of people. Asymmetric PvP, the player versus player game mode, has 2 sides competing for different goals, though different mechanics and a unique asymmetric experience. Ooh, yeah. Sooner, cheaper, and bigger. Get it as soon as cheap as possible with many Kickstarter exclusive like expansions and the magnetic deluxe box organizing it all. Okay, just hit me with a price already. Okay, it gives me the feeling of competitive CCG without having to make a deck and without having to play competitive. Cool. What's in the box? Okay, so this is consumably... Wow, that is such a cool shot. This is presumably where we're going to get it down to the price. So the 8 pre-made decks, each with their own custom. That's so hot. Rule booklet, 18 gate cards, 4 minions, 3 aids, 16 buff and debuff tokens. All right, and then... So that's the base game. Then we have the deluxe and collector compact magnetic box with the organizers, the pull-out, the thing, the playmat. Oh, you want it. It is really solid and it feels different from almost anything else I have in my collection. And once again, I think that's solid. I think that's a really great quote because when you see a board game reviewer who's of notability, and I'm not trying to say that in a negative way, but when you see it and you don't know who it is, you're like, well, they could be early on in the hobby. Like, I remember I said Munchkin was one of my favorite games of all time. You go back to that video, and it's like, yeah, it's fallen down a couple, maybe 1,000 or so places, But when I see someone who has, tens of thousands of subscribers, I think he's up 25, 50, somewhere up there, saying that's a hefty quote. I think that moves the needle. Solo and co-op card battles. 8, because he's not saying that he loves it. He's just saying it's just different from anything I've played. And the more games you get, the deeper you get in the hobby, I definitely do believe that just uniqueness moves the needle for a lot of people. 8 decks for 8 play styles. So now, just give me into the price. Hey, what's up, Brian? I think the real fun here is going to be building their own constructed decks. So there's 8 pre-constructed, plus you can make your own, giving me that Mage Wars feel, but in 30 minutes... This is so good. I want the price. Talet followers, and this right here is just a Jalop thing. Like, this is Jalop. Like, go talk to Jalop and say, hey, how about we move those pledges a little bit higher? Because they're buried. They're buried right now. Like, this is all great information. But I feel like the overwhelming majority of people at this point on this page are just like, this is great. I'm convinced. Like, I don't feel like there's a lot of people on the fence, unless the price is terrible. Like... Okay, so we got all the stuff. Here's the thing. More quotes. Just more stuff. Here we go. 25. So here's the first thing. Convert the currency. Because guaranteed, United States of America probably dominating here. 836 to 200. Yeah, 4-1 over Germany. Which, by the way, hell yeah, you must have some great German shipping right there. That is a huge number for Germany. I look at one of these pretty much every day. Oh, this is going to be a good it's going to be a good shipping section. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see their shipping section. I bet it's going to be good. I'm predicting it. I honestly feel a little cheated when games count playing the AI as another player. If I read this right, it's 3 players max, and that's only if it's 1 versus all. Good to know. It doesn't diminish my excitement personally. I guess that's definitely a your mileage may vary kind of thing. So this is the retail box. So this is only 3 decks. 3 decks, 3 alliance decks, 3 horse. So you're getting 6 instead of the 8. And then all applicable stretch goals, which we haven't gotten into yet. They're buried, which I hate that. Because... Oh, wait, no, we didn't. We didn't. It's just... Here's the thing. I honestly forgot you had stretch goals because there's just so much stuff. Like... retail buy. So this is nobody's getting this. This is not going to be a very popular one. I'm going to speculate. 91. No, that's okay. Also, yeah. So what is it? US? It's $29. That's a great price. So the gameplay all in this is going to be. I think these 2 are going to be the most popular. So $46. That's I don't feel like that's a bad price at all. That includes all 8 of them. The video that I watched, I see $46, and I say I don't think twice about that. $60 is MSRP. So I think that's a great price. And honestly. I hope you can't hear the Roomba. My Roomba just started going right now. Please let me know if it's too loud. And honestly, I don't feel like this is a bad price at all. So then we're getting to the playmat area. And we're still at, what is it, US? 263. This is going to be the most popular, maybe? 1,201. Yeah. So it is shipping not included. Yeah, okay. So $69. So I'm getting a premium feel for this right now at $69 with the playmat, with the magnetic box, with the inserts. And then what is this? What's the final one? Collector. What does this come with? Oh, so this is the sleeves, exclusive promo pack. Wait, does everybody get the exclusive? Oh, you wait. Oh no, no, deluxe tokens. Yeah, no, that's not nice. So you're lumping together gameplay with crap I don't want, and most people don't. I'm very interested to see what the collector's is. Yeah, $369. Group pledge. Awesome. Glad they have that. Retailers. Okay. We all want the collector. Yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of people are going to be disappointed in this because I know I personally am because I want that promo pack. This is extra cards they're going to add in the game, and it looks like it's a good chunk of cards. I don't want card sleeves. I don't sleeve my cards, except for I'm going to sleeve the crew and I sleeve Werewolf. Those are like the only 2 cards I do. And then the art and lore book, I'm going to collect dust until I eventually throw it away one day down the road because I'm like, there's no resale value or donate it something. So I'm not a big fan of ever having to pay extra above, I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. I'm not a big fan of that pledge level right there, including those promo packs. All things... But overall, still nitpick. Like this game looks awesome. Leftovers of the 2 Kickstarter exclusive expansions will be sold at $12.50 each and cannot be bought as separate add-ons. So this is a neoprene playmat. We get the neoprene playmat with this, right? Yes, this comes with the neoprene playmat. Okay, so this is just add-on, cool sleeves, whatevs, deluxe tokens, art book, promo pack. Here it is. Get the exclusive full art promo cards. The 8 heroes. The 4. Oh, this is just art. Take back. I take it all back. I apologize, and that's so good. It's only cosmetic. And yeah, Skytear Games in the chat clarifying that. Awesome. Take backsies completely. Great. Yeah. I thought, because it was like gameplay. No, I'm missing out on gameplay, but I don't want card sleeves. So, completely take backsies. Including the Skytear MOBA standalone game. And this is awesome, so they're also selling their other game. Which, let's be honest. You better be like, well, you know what? Why not? Because this one you're probably going to get pretty soon, I would imagine. And that's one thing. When does this ship? And if it ships earlier, maybe mention it? Because I am very curious. Because I can see a lot of people be like, yeah, I want both of them now, and I can play this one next week, or maybe not next week, maybe you get what I'm saying. So if that is something to go out early, I'd mention it. What is Skytear Mobile? 8.3 on BGG, awesome, and that's really impressive. Solo mode included, great. What am I looking for? Shipping. That's the only thing I'm looking for right now. Oh, wow, this is fantastic, too. Draft rulebook, tape top senior. So I honestly feel like this should be moved up way higher as well. Like, because think of all the things that you have put in front of this. And think about how many, I know, and it blows my mind, it's not me, that there's a group of people that they're interested in a Kickstarter game, this is exactly what they hope to see. Because they can go, because they've been burnt, by so many other damn Kickstarters. You know, because preview videos don't mean pretty much anything at this point. But having it on Tabletop Simulator or Tabletopia, just huge. I think that's huge. I don't think anyone can make any shipping promises in our current business environment. It's hard. So here we go. So now the stretch goals. New Griath Horde monster to fight. Horde monster to fight. Awesome. So there's new cards. Punchboard increased thickness. Excellent. New Utesh Horde monster to fight. New red minion spell for all. Yeah, this is buried. This is terrible. This is Jalop. Skytear. Skytear. I don't know if you can go talk to Jalop, but let me know. Let me know what you think, chat. I think this should be way higher, because this is going to be a fun ride. These are what I like to call micro stretch goals, which means we've got like 15, 20 stretch goals to go through, and every single one of them looks to be adding something good. A new card? Yes, please. New card? Yes, please. Punchboard thickness? Absolutely. Card. New red minion spell for all Horde decks. For all Horde decks. So that's like 4 new cards or 3 new cards. I mean, this is gameplay. You're adding a lot of gameplay. New monster, material upgrade on the playmat. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, because if you have had a playmat, you know the difference. Like, the ones that were high quality, and the ones that are not high quality, they have a drastic difference, especially, yeah. So, huge one. Material upgrade, spot UV on the Kickstarter case. Choose a hero with all the community to bring into Skytear Horde. See the heroes at... Oh, cool. So this is going to be a way to keep people... And this is, once again... Like, I think this needs to be something that I see way earlier than 22 minutes into this. Because this tells me that this is going to be an exciting Kickstarter campaign. That I'm going to be voting that there's going to be all these characters, and I can look at these and see which one looks coolest, and they're going to put it into the game. Like, that's cool. Winged Serpent, new card, gameplay. Get a list of achievements and constraints to challenge your... This is awesome. And especially to solo gamers, I love when I see this kind of thing. Once again, buried down here. Absolutely buried. Lethean minion spells, Spine Beast, and more coming soon. Yeah, and I imagine if this thing keeps up in popularity like this could be a hefty box by the time we get to it. This could be one of those where if it hits $200, $300, $400, $500,000, if it catches that snowball going down the hill, it gets to the point where you're like, well, dang it, I can't miss out on this. You know, look at the value I'm getting at $69. You know, I'm getting a deluxe, like, it's hot, it's hot. So we got some videos. The only one I'm looking for is a how to play. Hopefully you got one of those. Horde preview playthrough. You got to play through. That's good. Even though it says playthrough, then it says preview. It's all so damn confusing. Rondo. So, wow, you had some from Richard. Surprised they didn't mention any. Well, I guess they did have it interweaved in the quotes now that I think about it. I just skipped them because there was just so much stuff. I wanted to get to the important stuff. There was just so much stuff about gameplay instead. All right, here we go. Shipping. Shipping will be charged after the campaign ends. Below, you can see the estimated shipping cost based on the base regions. So, how much is the United States and China? Wow, we got lumped together. Not typical. So, 14 euros. I believe that is that. Once again, I wish you could convert the damn currency for me. Let's see if I can do the math in my head. Let's see. Is there 70? There is a 70, right? There's a $70 one? There's not. Anywho, so now we're still looking at... Because everybody wants the $69 one. Plus 14, so most likely it's 17. And now I'm sitting at the $86 pledge level. And I'm saying to myself, $86 for a premium game. You know, it's got the pull-outs. It's got the big play mat. It's got a high-quality custom playmat. I think $86 for a premium-feeling game is about the right sweet spot, to be honest with you. $60 is MSRP, and you're saying premium is $26 more than that after I get through shipping? I say, all right. I think that's a solid price. And once again, I think that's why this should be spotlighted. You know, I think you do the starting at $29 things in here. Like, imagine that. On that main image, starting at $29 or $29, whatever. If you could convey that in some way, shape, or form, and then I get to your video... Like, it's over. I think if you can get people that video, it is so over. Because that was such a well-made video. And then from that point, you're not going to want this box. You're not going to want that. You're going to want all 8. And then you go here and you say, oh, gameplay all in, 46. That seems really reasonable. That seems super reasonable. 60 plus with the shipping, that's 60. That's like $61 MSRP. That is the definition of reasonable. That's $1 inflation over normal MSRP. I'm totally down. So I say, oh, $69 for this, I'm in. And I think that's why they have such a big number here, 1,200. I think they did a great job of selling it, but I think this should be higher. I think okay. I think it's just a Jalop thing. Jalop has a very specific way of doing it, and every time I see a Jalop product, I shake my fist at them and feel like an old. You shut your mouth. Oh, look at you. You got a cool little That was pretty cool. Okay, whatevs. And let's check out the FAQ, the updates, the comments. Is this the punchboard thickness mean thicker tokens? I think they're referring to the board in the middle, but I'm not actually sure. They're in there. Hopefully they can get that answered. All right, so let's check out the FAQ, the updates, comment. Which language is the game available in? How does the early bird work? Well, there was an early bird. Anyone who pledged €25 or more before January 12th at 4 p.m. will get a promo pack for free, adding to their pledge during the pledge once the campaign ends. The early bird is the same promo pack that would be caught as a separate add-on. Okay. They mentioned the FAQ, and I had no idea about it. That's fine. I always say get rid of the early bird stuff if I can't have it anymore. Because, you see it, you're like, oh, I missed out. 6 more stretch goals and decide the next hero to add to Skytear Horde. Welcome to day 3 of the Skytear Horde campaign. Since day 1, we managed to unlock 6 more stretch goals, bringing us to a total of 15. A quick note about the Kickstarter updates. We'll be to strike the right balance in terms of frequency, aiming at 1 every other day moving forward. If there will ever be anything with an important action required from you, unlikely but possible, we will write in the subject line to help you distinguish it from the others. That's actually really nice. I like to say, oh, okay, if there's something important, we'll make sure we let you know in the title so you don't just scroll past it when you're in your email. Without further ado, let's go over the newly unlocked stretch goals before getting into the most important topic of choose the next hero entering the thing with the stuff. Great, and they're going into the weeds on these stretch goals. Woo! And look at that, clickable stuff. This is a really nice looking update. New Sky 2 hero, the best stretch goal we unlocked. To catch up, I invite you to our website, Discover. Then you head over to the Kickstarter comments section to cast your vote. 1 minute bonus point and say what you're voting for, then or suggest what ability you like. So they're saying, oh, this is actually really good. I honestly like this a lot. Head over to the Kickstarter comment section. So they're trying to churn that Kickstarter comment section. One thing I might say, it might feel cheap, is you just say, also, if you vote in the update and the comment section, you can get a bonus vote. Sorry if this feels cheap, but it will help us gain popularity and get more people into the project. And I think you'd have more than, 4 comments? Yeah, because there's one thing. This update clearly took a lot of time. Like, this was a very well-constructed update, but it's just, it's not getting people engaged. You got 2 comments, and you responding to 2. There are 1, 2, so yeah, these are, okay. Hi, cool. Are the stretch goals 1 card each of the multiple copies? They are 1, 2, or 3 copies depending on the card. The same is said for the existing cards we have to start a campaign. So that's one thing I would mention then. I think that's a bit of a misstep there as well. If I'm getting, because every time I saw one of those stretch goals, I thought, oh, that's a card. That's a card. And I was excited when I saw that's a card. But if one of them's like, oh, this is 3 cards, I'm like, whoa, that's 3 cards. I'm 3 times more excited. More like 2.5. Vorheil, a great damage dealer that can be temp. Oh, so these are people voting. My vote's in Natada. Okay, so they're hoping. I think what they're trying to hope to do is get like cross talk going in here, but they're trying to churn this comment section, and I absolutely adore that. So there's a half-point grade right there. Love seeing it, and it looked like some solid customer service there. Looked like they were pretty spot on there. So final grade for Skytear Horde. Do I want it? Yes. Your video crushed it. I felt like your main image used the space at the top well to show me the 15 stretch goals, but I think there still could be way more important information conveyed in there. 1 to 3 players, solo and cooperative. Lots of cool stuff like that I think you could convey there that might get people more likely to click on that because you crushed it in the video. Can you do it? Yes, I feel comfortable. Once again, you crushed that in the first 15 seconds. Hey, yeah, this is our second game. And we got, the first 20 seconds. So can you do it? Yes, I feel comfortable. You did a great job convincing me of that. How much is it? I don't feel like it's a terrible price. 80 something dollars for a premium game. I think that's super reasonable. So at the end of the day, I feel like this is a really good campaign, aside from how long it took to get down to the price and the stretch goal placement. Overall, I'm going to give this one a B+. I thought it was a really good Kickstarter page. Solid. Very, very solid. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments below. What is your grade for Skytear Horde? Does it excite you? And also, if you enjoyed this content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below. So I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers to celebrate my 10-year anniversary of making YouTube content. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.